Is Dominaria Remastered going to deliver a good player experience? Is it going to be value for dollar? Are players going to accept this price? Let's take a look at what this product is going to be and what it's not. Will Dominaria Remastered pass the sniff test? Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thanks again for being here with me on the channel today. A big shout out to all of you who are hitting that subscribe button and joining the channel. Guys, I really appreciate it as we close in on 15,000 subscribers. I can't do it without you, so thanks again for everyone taking that time. And of course, the regular viewers who are watching my content each and every day, as well as my Patreon members who support my channel with every video I make. Big thanks and shout out go out to each and every one of you. Dominaria Remastered is coming to a store near you in just over a month. I know we've just had Jumpstart 2022, but January 13th of 2023, which is just over a month away, we are going to get Dominaria Remastered. And that's before Phyrexia all will be one. So what are we getting when we take a look at Dominaria Remastered? There's a draft box as well as a collector box. Now, when I took a look at these, I've got to say I'm very happy for the player experience to know that that draft box is going to stay at 36 packs. Just like they did for Time Spiral Remastered, this is a good sign for the players who like to draft and have that experience of playing with their friends. It makes it really easy for stores to do in-house events. This is an overall good sign of a well-made product right away when you're trying to reach out to a larger audience base. When you take away packs and shrink things down, that's just shrinkflation and players can see through that. So I'm glad a product like this was already designed to stay right now at 36 packs. And for those players out there who maybe have a higher price point in mind, they will get to go ahead and take a look at the collector box. The collector box will have 12 packs. Unlike what we saw in Double Trip Flip Masters with only 4 packs, you're going to get 12 packs. Still going to be a lot of fun, and I'm sure they're going to have some alternate cards, retro art frame stuff. They like to do that nowadays. I saw some of the spoiled cards. I'm sure you guys have as well. So for those players looking for those type of products, it's going to be there for you, and that's nice. It's a nice change up. Now, what they didn't give us. They did not give us set boosters. A weird Jumpstart version of this product, thank goodness. And they didn't give us Commander products or any other strange add-ons. And I think that's a good sign for now. I don't think the player base has the appetite for something like that. And how would you price things like that out without diluting the main products you're trying to sell? Now let's talk about price. If you're here in Canada and you were to buy this right now with taxes in, you're looking at around $315 Canadian for the draft box experience. And if you wanted to get into that collector booster and you want to buy a whole box of that, that is going to be $475 Canadian, taxes in. For any player still on the fence deciding if they should be buying a Dominaria Remastered booster box, let's take a look at what's inside that box. There will be 36 packs. That's a great start. It lets you know it's a good draftable experience, but what's inside each pack? Inside those 36 packs, each pack will contain 15 cards, as well as 1 token and or an ad card. There will be 1 rare or mythic inside each pack. There will be 2 to 4 uncommon cards. There will be 9 to 11 common cards, as well as a retro frame land. And in 1% of packs, there will be a retro frame mythic. Just like they did for Time Spiral Remastered, where there was that chance to get like Chalice of the Void, foil, retro frame. Guys, cards like this will be very hard to come by, but offering that little bit of chase is a nice thing to see inside this drafting experience for these boxes. And don't forget, this box is based on 27 of Dominaria's history sets, which means everything from Wrath to Dominaria 2018 for old players and new. The Dominaria Remastered Draft Box is going to offer an experience for new and old players. Now, for players wishing to experience Dominaria Remastered collector boxes, You want to know if you're getting value for dollar. Is it worth it to buy a box at this increased price level? Well, here's what you're getting. 12 individual packs. And inside each of those packs will be 15 Magic the Gathering cards. 1 double-sided token. And of the cards inside the pack, 3 or 4 are going to be rare and or mythic. 2 to 6 of them are going to be in the uncommon slot, and 5 to 9 of them are going to be in the common slot. You also are going to get a retro land card. The difference inside these collector boxes is that the mythic retro foil frame card has a 9% chance of showing up. That is the major difference here, and really, I think a lot of players are hoping for that experience, just like they did in the original Time Spiral Remastered. Cracking one of those cards is just that kind of thrill that certain players are looking for. When players are looking at these products and they decide to break down if they should accept or reject the price point, I think you have to look at the collector box and the draft box entirely separately. They are meant for different groups of players, and I'm going to stick mainly here with the draft for the purpose of this conversation, and I will end off with that collector booster box. When I look at this draft box, I know the cards inside the set. Even without the spoilers coming out, we know that they are all going to be cards that are reprintable. They are cards from Magic's history. Expect a lot of decent cards that don't have too high a value. Yes, Wizards will try to entice us with cards like Force of Will, but every time they reprint a card like this, the value of these cards goes down. It's a diminishing return. But as a player looking to enjoy this experience, I think the draft experience is going to go off very well. I think players being able to experience Dominaria in such a wide-ranging format of cards available is going to be a unique experience that many players can enjoy and look forward to now and in the future. I also think that when we look at this product and all the other products Wizards has put out in the last 90 days, that there is too much out there. There is too many products available for purchase, and that will drive prices down, which means players may want to go to an F&M night. They might want to go to that draft experience on the pre-release weekend, but they don't have to buy boxes for the future at all. They can wait because this product is going to be available. It's going to be sitting on shelves, and there won't be that huge of an appetite right out the gate for a product like this. It'll just have some longevity and slowly get used up over time is what I feel will happen with a product like this. There are players who will desire it, but not at that price point and have dead money sitting on a shelf. So really, this is a product for the players to enjoy, to experience with friends and family and just have a good time with. Split a box with a group of players. You're all going to spend a few bucks, but you'll have those memories for a lifetime. I think it's going to be a good experience for everyone. And yes, I'll probably buy at least one box. But let's look at the collector box. This is where things are a little bit different. It is at a much higher price point, and we haven't had one before for a remastered product. When you look at the contents in there, the fact that it includes the commons still. With a product like this, there shouldn't be any commons. None. They should be getting rid of that from product lines like this to entice players with only rares, mythics, and an assortment of decent uncommons. They should have some unique artwork only found in collector boxes. The fact they haven't done this yet or realized, because it's a rehashed format set we already know all the cards from, again, even if we don't know the spoilers, you know these cards already exist in Magic the Gathering. No new cards have been added. It's a reprint set. So what's the point of buying a collector box? What is there to really drive home future value? There is nothing. There is nothing there to get a player in there. You think that retro art frame card is going to drive that much business that you have to buy the boxes? I don't believe so. And I don't think the players out there are going to bite on a product like this. When they look at the actual spoiler list after it all comes out, and they determine the value of each of these cards in their own private way and say, is this something I should be buying? I don't think it is, and I don't think you should buy it. I think that product will be left alone. I hope a lot of stores don't sink tons of money into it, because as a reprint product, there is nothing in there to really entice players to buy it. There is hype. There is, hey, this is a product you want. Go and buy it. But the hype train doesn't work. It's been overtaken by the hate train and the cynicism and criticism of the player base. They're going to look at it and they're going to see through it. Wizards will have to rehash products like this if they want to continue to enjoy the profits that come along with a product. They've got to get it better and get it right. Whereas that draft box, staying at 36 packs, being experienced for players to play in, and at a decent price point where they make some money, LGS's distributors and players don't feel like they've just been taken. That is something I can get behind. So guys, I'm looking forward to seeing the entire breakdown of the spoilers of this set to see what they put in. I'm really hoping to see White Knight. I want to see Will-O-the-Wisp. I hope they put some banding cards in. I want to know what you guys think of these products, how you think they'll play out, and would you buy a collector box? That is something I'd like to see from the comments in the comment section. Join me in this conversation as we get closer to that release date. It's going to be something we're going to pay really close attention to because it's a good barometer of how we're going to treat Wizards going forward. Thanks again for being here, everyone. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for another video, and welcome aboard to all the new subscribers helping me get closer to that 15,000 sub mark. And of course, big shout out to each and every one of you fantastic patrons on my Patreon. Guys, thanks again for being here and supporting this channel. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Thanks again, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for being here at the end, guys. It's interesting when I actually start looking now at future products. I'm going to be looking at them through a different lens than I used to. And I think that's a good thing. When I look at that collector box and I see the breakdown of the cards inside, and knowing that they're all reprint, waste of time and money. Nothing in there is going to be driving enough value in there to make me want to hold boxes at almost $500 a box. But the draft experience of a remastered product. I was not big on Time Spiral. You guys know I thought it was overpriced, but for some reason, the amount of choices inside of a Dominaria Remastered product really does appeal to me. And when you break it down among 6 people, it's not that cost prohibitive. I think it's going to be a good experience for players just to play. Assuming they put some fun cards in there from a variety of sets, it doesn't matter if they have value anymore. And that's where I think some players are coming to realize, forget the financial side in the sense it has to be worth something later. Enjoy the experience of playing the game, breaking down a $300 box among 6 people. You're only talking $50 a pop. That's as much as movie popcorn and the gas to get there. This is something I think we'll see more of as players really break down if they're willing to accept or reject a price from Wizards of the Coast. I think that's coming more and more from what I'm seeing from the emails. I just can't get behind a collector box that still has commons now. It's like, no, it's a waste of my money. But that draft box, 36 packs still, thank God they didn't bring that to 24.18. That would have just killed it right there. The fact they left it at 36 is a good sign for players who want to get in on this box and have a good time. So thanks a lot for being here, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And if you made it this far to the very end, right here at the very, very end. Oh, I hope we get there one day. I hope we get there. You know what? It's Necronomicon today. Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the Book of the Dead. Love it. Want to see it in the comments section. Thanks for being here. And for those who asked, yes, I'm feeling better. Thanks again for checking on me. I didn't die or anything, and I actually cleaned the floor a bit. Yeah, that's right. I got some chores done. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.